Hello everyone, it's Dalcure and today is episode 18 of Dalcure Vlogs, and in this episode we're going to continue on the discussion that I kind of abruptly left in the last episode. I basically went on to say that MGA is copying Zuru. Yeah, we're going to continue that discussion today. Sorry I cut it short in the last video, but that video would have been so long and I don't want my videos to be too long. So we're going to talk about it, and there's a lot to uncover today. There's a lot of really cool Miniverse stuff coming out, and some of it that's already out. I think actually all of this stuff should be out. I'm not sure about the Hello Kitty one, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, straight to the point that I brought up in the last video. It seems like there's some copying going on, although they'll probably say imitation. But yes, imitation is the highest form of flattery, so they are flattering their competitor. Anyways, we're all aware that that happens in the toy industry. There's a lot of, copying or imitation of trends going on. These companies want to bank off of trends and, strike the iron while it's hot. I don't know if that's the right saying for this term anyways. You know how Zuru has the My Mini Babies? Well, Miniverse is coming out with the Make It Mini Real Baby. But they have like baby food in there, kind of incorporated, basically taking care of the baby, but like making stuff in the process. I believe that's the whole concept. Now, they look to be silicone. I don't see anything on here that actually says that it's silicone, but it looks silicone. It looks very similar to the Series 1 of the Zuru My Mini Babies. The Series 2 of the Zuru My Mini Babies are a lot more detailed than the Miniverse ones. Now, I actually think that Zuru did a better job with the babies, just like the silicone babies themselves. I think they're a little cuter. They're more detailed. The Miniverse ones aren't bad though, but I actually prefer their gimmick. I'm not sure. I really like the Zuru furnitures and how there's so many different ones you can get as well. I don't know if there is different ones you can get with these ones. I can see there's a few different skin tones. There's different skin tones at least. That's good. And but the cool part about them is that, for example, if you get the food one, which if I'm going to get one, I want to get the food one because you can like mash up the fruits and vegetables. I think that is so cute. But my favorite part about the Miniverse ones is that the ball, the packaging itself, is incorporated in the design. So it becomes like a high chair or a bed, and I think that's so cool because all these companies are using like plastic balls and stuff like that. They're using more packaging than they really need to, and there's a lot of the times where I just wish they'd go back to just plain old cardboard box, so I don't have to feel like I'm wasting as much. You know what I mean? Like buying all this stuff that has unnecessary plastic, once in a while it just kind of gets to me because it's like, okay, there are ways to repurpose this, but let's be real, are a lot of parents going to do that? You know what I mean? And I really think that honestly the companies should account for this and find ways to repurpose them, or even have like programs. That would be fun, so they could like reuse the ball in future releases. I don't know, I think that'd be cool, but I like that they used it here. So you can use the ball to display, and the ball also turns into either a high chair or a bed, or maybe both. I'm not sure, but it might depend on which one you get. There is one that comes with a bottle, and I think that's the bed one. And then the high chair one would be for the foods. I believe that's what it is, but I'm not sure because I haven't opened any yet. But anyways, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about it. There's definitely some imitation going on here, but what do you think? Which one do you think you'd like better? Do you like the interesting furniture that comes with the Zuru ones and they're a little more detailed with the actual babies? Or do you like the whole gimmick of the Miniverse? Like you can actually, take care of the baby and make stuff for it. I think that's really fun. MGA is releasing a Miniverse Real Brands. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, yes, Zuru has a mini brands. And they've had it for a long time now. So MGA is releasing a Miniverse Real Brands, which I think this is actually really fun though. Like, I get that they're basically copying, but they have their own twist to this. Not the actual product in there, but kind of like an imitation of the product in there. And like the Baby Bell cheese, you can like peel off the wrapper and there's cheese inside. Don't eat it, it's not real. It's not real food, but it's supposed to be like imitating, and it says it's hyper realistic. It has hyper realistic features. There's 50 plus minis to collect. There's Baby Bell, Planters, Pringles, Hostess, and more. We only see a few of them in like the little preview. I'll put up all the pictures on the screen, of course, that I got from the website youloveit.com, which I always use for doll news. So yeah, that is definitely a fun release, but it is very much imitating Zuru. I think they have their new target right now, Zuru. Anyway, Zuru is very popular these days, so it makes sense. But it's just, it's so funny to me, these toy companies, and it's intense. So let's move on now. They have the Miniverse Make It Mini Animals coming out, or that already came out actually. And it features, how many different pets are there? I'm getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe there's 12 to collect. And there's like 3 different types of birds. There's a hedgehog. There's, I think this is an iguana. There's another reptile I can't really see well to identify it. There's a chinchilla. There's a guinea pig. I really want the guinea pig. I've had guinea pigs before and I just love them. I really want the guinea pig. The hamster's cute. That might be a skinny pig, but I don't think that's a skinny pig. It's basically a guinea pig naked, is what a skinny pig is, with no fur. Anyways, I really want the axolotl. Now, I saw this listing on Amazon. There was a 3-pack for $29.99, Amazon Canada. There was a 6-pack for $70, I think $71.99 or something like that, which at that point it's just cheaper to get 2 of the 3-pack. I wasn't sure if the 3-pack is like a set pack, you know what I mean? Like, I know the 3-pack is going to have 3 different ones in them, but is it like a set 3 different ones, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's going to get the same 3 ones? I don't know. So anyways, I don't know why, but I decided not to get it and wait, and then it sold out. So I'm upset. I hope they bring it back, but I'm not overly confident that they will, because sometimes with these listings for like the 3-packs and the 6-packs, they just don't bring them back, and they'll, you know, still have the listing up for the individual balls, and then you're kind of forced to get that. That might end up happening. Anyways, the normal individual balls are $12.99 on Amazon Canada, which I actually find that pretty pricey. I would pay $9.99 for them maybe. Honestly, I'd prefer to buy them on sale, but I think $12.99 is pretty steep for what you're getting. You're getting the little animal and you're getting a habitat that you can build, which is fun. Like, it's a cute idea, it's a cute item, it seems fun, and I think there's only one of them that has resin in it, and it's the axolotl that I can see at least. So it's kind of nice that you're not getting, like, if you don't want a resin activity, you're more than likely not to get one with this. You have a 1 in a 12 chance to get it. But anyways, very fun, but $12.99. But I know things are getting so expensive these days, it's not even funny. Like, this is off topic, but if you look at the Halloween candy prices this year, it's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Anyways, let's go to the next one. So the next one we have here is the Make It Mini treats. So these are all brand name treats that are little treats that you can make yourself. Now we've got like Tootsie Roll Pops, Twizzler, a Twizzler cake. Like, some of these are actually like you get the brand item, but you also get like kind of a different treat you can make. For example, the Twizzlers, you can make a cake out of them, and the Mike and Ike's, you can make popsicles out of them. The Hot Tamales popsicles, the Bazooka, I'm not sure what the heck this is. I think it's an ice cream bowl. Yes, an ice cream bowl. The Pez, there's a Pez dispenser. There's an icy Slurpee. There's Peep cupcakes. So cute. I think that idea is adorable. It's very much reminding me of the LOL Surprise, the like mini sweets dolls. I loved that series. It was very fun, and it was all stuff, candy we were familiar with. So I think that's very fun. It's a great idea. Not sure if I'll get them or not. It depends on the price. Like, things are just so expensive these days, right? And the last thing I want to talk about is the MGA Miniverse Make It Mini Spaces Hello Kitty set. You know I love Hello Kitty, and the listing has popped up on Amazon Canada. However, it's $56.99, and I checked and it looked like, because you know sometimes third-party sellers can sell on Amazon. Not sometimes, they do sell. And sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not it's like the official listing or if it's a third-party seller. When I saw that price, I was like, this is a third-party seller. And honestly, $56.99 is kind of a weird price. Usually they put it at like $29.99. This is a brand name. You are paying for the licensing, so I expect it to be more than $29.99, of course, but I just don't know how much more. I wouldn't think $20 more though. That's insane. The other sets are currently $29.99. I think there's a pizza one and an ice cream one, but this one I'm not too sure about its official price. Yeah, but I'm not paying. The price has gone up since then too. I think it's $66.99 now. It must be a third-party seller. Either way, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it at Walmart, because that's usually your best bet. Although Amazon has had some competitive prices lately. Yeah, so I think this is a really fun set. It shows that you can display the Hello Kitty and Friends Miniverse items that you could make. Like, we got the Pom Pom Purin cookie jar here. We've got the My Melody and Kuromi cake, which I have both of those. And we've got cinnamon roll cupcakes, like several different things. It says it's compatible with the other Real Spaces furniture sets, but it also comes with its own here. Like, you get a little, I think this is just like a little table, a little shelf, two of them, and then there's like a clear display case. Okay, you can put two of them together. There's 3 different furniture items, and 2 of those you can put together to make a bigger shelf. Okay, I get it now. And you can like put the floor together, tile it together and stuff like that. I think I'm going to get it. I think it would fit the 1/12 scale dolls really well, I think. So let me know what you think. Is there any of these items that I talked about that you think you're going to get? If you want to leave your opinion on, you know, if you think there's a lot of copying going on in the toy industry lately, go ahead with that. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!